Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we're going to do a quick sketch of a peace sign. A peace sign as in a gesture with the hand. So something like that. We are going to do this particular one with the left hand. Let's see. So we're going to form a vertical line right there, and we'll give a bell shape to form of a framework here. So a bell shape like that will do. We don't need too much of the wrist because the wrist is not really consequential in this one, in the sketch itself. So we'll bring this down a little bit and place the crunched components of the hand right here. Now we're going to form the framework side of this. So let's do an oval right here. So oval as in for one part of the palm and the second part of the palm. Now we have to imagine that the hand is not outstretched. We are coming and bringing everything together. So it's sort of like that. Now every hand is different, and how the fingers are form the gesture is there's always like a variation between different hands. So we're going to just do a generic, we're going to take a generic approach. So we have to first put out the thumb, because the thumb is in the foreground and it's tilting to bit toward us. So you could do just a curve. We don't need to go all out to show it as a tilting digit. So we have that little bridge and arc right here, and for each of the fingers we'll just put some anchor points. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, so coming downward. But the fingers will not necessarily be placed like this, so there will be some variation in how they will show. So there'll be foreshortening. So these two fingers, which are the main components of the peace sign, go right up, but then these fingers, there's foreshortening. So we have to show that one of the fingers, so we've seen from that certain angle, is visible only past its first bend. So we are going to, and we have to bring it in. So we're going to bring the thumb inward as well and bring this finger right here, because that is how it usually ends up. So if you do check out our other videos in which we feature anatomy of the hand, we always say that let's use sausages for the different joints. So 1 and 2, and put it in just enough shape that it's acceptable. So 1 and 2 for the thumb, and 1, 2 and 3 index finger, 1, 2 and 3 for the middle finger. And then this finger of course has the biggest crunch, but also it follows the theme of this one. So 1 and 2, and all the other components of the hand are like brought inward because of that gesture. So everything will be pretty much you could say collected in terms of the skin folds and whatnot. So what we're going to do is use a marker to let's do some skin folds here to outline the core components of this sketch. So a lot of concentrated skin here. So the nail visible on the small finger there. I'm bringing the thumb inward. And just going with skin folds all over after that. There's the thumb nail. Then we have to ensure that we have the curves showing on one end right here and not on both ends, because, well, we could if we change the angle, but from that angle they're straighter here with the conventional bends like that, but they're more curved here because that is the inside of the hand showing right there. And we're going to put some finger lines for added character. And there we have it. We have our peace sign. So if we have a, let's say, a source of light coming right from above, we would just go with a pen or a marker. In a quick sketch, we would just put out some crosshatch. There's that little indent here for the accentuated veins. Deeper shadows right here. And along each finger, you could just put in so much tone where we think there might be an absence of light. But sometimes in pop culture illustrations, there are tones just added to make the whole image stand out a little more. And that means that, for instance, the thumb we mentioned is turned a bit downward, and we can do some light crosshatch to promote the image in that manner. Of course, if it's a quick sketch, it's a quick sketch, but if you wish to make this into a work of art, either for a project or for a personal illustration, then of course all the details that go in will matter. Right now, I mean, it is a bit of a mess because of all the framework lines that we put in, which we think were necessary, but the image itself will probably end up along these lines if you put in all the tones and the crosshatch going in. And of course, even the crosshatch itself will vary according to whatever texture we wish to use. So there we have it, a quick, sorry about that, a quick illustration of a peace sign, left hand seen from the front angle, and some crosshatch and tones to complement it. Please do subscribe and keep in touch. We have content new content pretty much put out every day. Please do check it out. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day.